Deathly Hallows.
Part two.
Joe Lobb on the soprano saxophone solo. Well, it's always been a tradition on our last concert of the year to give out Outstanding Musicianship Awards. And we did a bunch of them on Tuesday night at the band concert, but we're going to give out the String Awards tonight. These are students that go above and beyond, and they just come in every day and work real hard to do their job. Well-behaved, but well-disciplined. And they understand how to get a job done and how to get a product completed. So, it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. There's always a lot of people to thank. Special thanks goes out to the bottom feeders that are grouped here. And, we all kind of support each other and do some great things. Special thanks to Dave Abdo, who's always running the sound. You don't get to see him, but he turns on the lights and the microphones. And good night. And a special thanks to you parents for trusting me with your children and letting me work with them. It is fun. I know it's not always easy. Playing an instrument takes a lot of hard work, takes a lot of discipline. Music, as an art form, takes a lot of discipline. And, I always tell the story of my wife, who's here tonight, and she keeps me going. She has to make me practice. There's times I don't want to do it. It's not a lot of fun when you have to do the maintenance and keep the muscles in shape and do all that kind of stuff, play your scales, rah, rah, rah. But somebody has to do it. And for these young ladies and gentlemen, please keep in mind that self-discipline is not inherited. It has to be learned, and it has to be developed. And sometimes that means you gotta make them go practice. And the easiest thing to do, by the way, just open the case. Hand them the instrument. They know what to do with it once it's in their hands. We've taught them that, and they know what's going on. And a special thanks to the students. This orchestra, again, it's a morning orchestra. It comes in before school. And, that takes a lot of dedication, and they play well, and they have a good time with it. So enjoy one of my favorite pieces ever for orchestra at this level, Warrior Legacy.